Hello, my lovelies. I'm like at such the oddest angle because of where this camera is, but hello, my lovelies. It is me, eikaneeru, and or eika for short. E for shorter. Baby love, bookie butt, sweetie pie, cutie pie, all in love. I take those too. Um, here as your friendly neighborhood medium artist oracle. You know what I'm saying? Sitting here talking to spirit, sharing what they tell me, and making art in the process. And today I'm combining all of those lovely talents to bring you a really quick pick a card. General, it doesn't have to be for a specific time, even though I know I got pumpkins here, but a very general pick a card. Use it whenever you need it. It's here for you. All love and light and all of that good stuff, okay? But before we get into it, I just want to say hello to you. I want to specifically acknowledge everybody who is here watching, whenever you're watching. Hi, if I don't know you, if you just happen to stumble upon this little space that I've created, hello, welcome. I hope you love it here. I hope you enjoy the ride. And if you're not new to this and you're true to this, maybe I ordered some fries from you once, or like I just be talking to people and saying stuff. So if we have interacted before, if I know you, if we friends, if we lovers in many different dimensions, hello, welcome to you. Welcome to you all too. I hope that you all continue to enjoy the ride. That is me and all of that good stuff. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. We got 3 wonderful piles to choose from, each highlighted by a different pumpkin. They're all orange, but they have some variations to them, right? So to go over them for chapter 1 or for pile 1, we have this beautiful pumpkin. It's like speckled with black, darker orange and speckled with black pumpkin for the first one. For pile 2, and I know I did not place that down evenly. Let's put that over there. For pile 2, though, we have this more oddly shaped pumpkin with yellow speckles on it. And for pile 3 or chapter 3, we have this lighter orange pumpkin with like some brown shading on the side and some black speckles. So, you can choose whatever pumpkin calls to you, or, you can go by number 1, 2, or 3. You can choose one, you can choose more than one, you can choose all 3. You can choose one and then get to the pile and kind of like start hearing what I'm saying and be like, that don't really sit well with me, or that don't sit with me right, or whatever. And you can either choose another one. You can either choose a different video. Even maybe this video is not for you, and or ultimately you can choose a completely different reader on YouTube, and whatever choice you make is the right choice because it is your choice. But yeah, I think that's really all of the caveats that I have to give. If you need more time choosing the pumpkin or whatnot that you want to listen to for your insightful message with the cards, please take the time to pause the video. But other than that, once you do choose, I will meet you at your pile. All right, so pile 1. Are any of you who chose this darker orange, black speckled, black spotted pumpkin? This is your stop, okay? I'm trying to see if I can sense anything, but we'll just start with the cards. For chapter 1. All right. This card flew out, and we have toaster for surprise, shock, and something unexpected. So, Paya, well, you may be getting some. Okay, we got some other things too. Okay. Okay. We also have teaspoon for be mindful of your health and wellness, and then wisdom, cutting board for wisdom, insight, and good judgment. So I was already going to say, with toaster coming out, let me rearrange these. I was already going to say to that you might be getting some unexpected news or some unexpected, something unexpected might come along. But I heard it in the form of news first. And as I was saying that, as I was about to say that, actually, this kind of flew out to teaspoon. And so that some of that news might be related to your health. Um, Health and wellness is very vast. There are many different parts of the body, and like even outside of your body, like there are many different facets to health and wellness. So this card is very general, and it's not necessarily meant to tell you which aspect or part to focus on. But I would encourage you all to take even just do like a really quick Google search, right? Of, let me see, different types of doctors, and that will kind of tell you like what that can give you, like just a better, I guess, overview of like different parts of your health, right? Or give you like some general idea. If you want to take that, I feel like with this pile anyway, you may be kind of coming alongside that information. That information will be coming to you. It's not something that seems like you will have to go out of your way in order to look for. I feel like it'll come to you in some form. And I'm going to clarify on this because I don't want it to be a situation where, you get some unexpected detrimental health news. But in all of the ways that it can go, I would say just be mindful about this pile one. Just be mindful of, what your health is trying to tell you, or whatever comes up with this. Just be mindful that this may be something that you may have to interact with soon. I don't get that it's all scares. I don't get that it's all bad things. Some of you could be expecting a child that could also be related to it. Some of you could also be getting like some news of recovery, right? Like, so if you have been struggling with some sort of ailment or illness or disability, you may be getting some kind of relief or recovery. And it might come in the form of news, right? Like, even if it's like a new, I don't want to say it like this, but yeah, like new medicines, or maybe like a new therapy, or maybe like even like a therapy or some kind of thing that wasn't accessible to you before. You may be able to, like, you may have access to that now. Okay. And whatever it is, though, I feel like whatever it is, and all of the ways that this could come up, though it will be a shock, it will be, it will, if you take heed to it and you really just like, kind of act on it, and approach it with some sense of like trying to understand, and getting the correct or the most insightful information on it, I feel like it will I want to say increase your health, or encourage better health for you in general, especially in an area that you really may need it right now. Okay, pile one. So I'm gonna get like maybe 2 more messages because, like I said, this is quick. Quick, okay? They don't want me here all day. All right, so we have ladle for consider a trusted mentor or elder for guidance. So yeah, you may have to go see a physician, or go see doctors, or go seek out support groups, things like that can also be helpful to you right now. There was also something else that came up in my head. Yeah, finding a doctor is kind of the main thing. Maybe finding a doctor, finding a healthcare professional, excuse me, a healthcare professional that can help you out with this, okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, pile one. I really do pray good like wellness and health in your life, and like whatever this is, however it comes up, that you have a trusted mentor or elder that can help you. It doesn't always have to be a healthcare professional. I'm hearing too, it could be someone who also maybe deals with the same thing and maybe has remedies and things for you as well. That could be ususeful to you as well. But yeah, pile one, like I really do wish you like great health and wellness and great recovery and great relief and all of those things wherever you need it, whenever you need it. And like I said, that the trusted mentors and the trusted elders and the trusted healthcare professionals that, you know, will really help you tend to and be mindful of your health and wellness in wise and insightful ways, and you know, with really good judgment and very well studied, or whatever it is that you need. I pray that they are in your life, or that they come into your life very swiftly, and that you feel very, very supported by them. Okay. Chapter 1. I send you all off with so much love. I do have some, even though I cannot necessarily provide medical advice, if there is like, if this is kind of like out of the ordinary for you, and you're like, I was not experiencing anything before, like what could it be now? I do have a bag of divination tools, like I said earlier in the video, where I've just kind of went through different kinds of health or different aspects of health, you know. Yeah, and you know, I can kind of pull from there, and we can do that in a pay what you can, offer what you can 30-minute conversational, or you know, I can be the trusted mentor or guidance for you in that, and or you know, you can seek and just kind of get some tests and things done if that's also helpful for you. But yeah, we can do that in the pay what you can. Well, I don't necessarily want to ask y'all to put y'all business out in the comment section, but you know, again, if you can, if you're in chapter 1 in pile 1, I encourage you to just drop some like love in the comment section, right? To any of your fellow chapter 1 viewers, and just also wish them health and wellness, because I can just see that y'all will need it at the times that y'all do. And so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna close out, but see you later, chapter 1, and be well. Okay, chapter 2. If you chose this, oddly shaped, like very kind of bright orange to me, right? Not necessarily bright in lightness, but just like very, the color pops, right? This bright orange pumpkin, oddly shaped pumpkin with these yellow specks, which I hit the tripod. This is your pile, right? Chapter 2. And yeah, let's just get into your very, very quick messages. I said this, and then I almost got to 10 minutes in chapter 1, and I was like, okay, I could keep your word with yourself, if for no one else. All right, but we here with chapter 2. I'm kind of shuffling off camera just because of how the tripod is set up. Because I'm trying to be quick, I didn't bother. All right, chapter 2, you giving a little shy. All right. Coffee mugs for a symbol of good friendships, kindred spirits, and companionships. I don't know why I hear that y'all are trying to like make friends or something. All right, coffee mugs, and then we got spoons, which is honor your capacity, prioritize the necessities, and acknowledge your care needs. And I'm just gonna get this one too. This is okay. I'm gonna say that when I saw this one, I thought it was this one in my head, and now that this one came out, that's kind of interesting. But anyway, we also got measuring spoons. It's the small things. Each step makes up the big picture, and give credit to the mundane. All right, pile 2. Y'all are a little bit mysterious to me. I'm not gonna lie. Not even just with the cards, but with the energy I feel. Like one thing that I got initially was that some of y'all are trying to make friends, or y'all are trying to kind of change or alter your friend group. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the message for overall. Okay, some of y'all are trying to alter your friend group, and that may be for good reason. And I was getting alter your friend group and make new friends. I was getting make new friends in the beginning, but I think it could be for the reason of like needing a different set of friends or something like that, which is a very interesting message. That's a very interesting message, and I felt like I didn't necessarily feel like it was for negative reasons that you were doing it, but these 2 cards I feel like it is kind of taking on like this tone where it's like, there was some kind of mishaps, or there was some mistroubles, or some mistroubles, some troubles. Even though I have cards that will say that, they haven't came out. So that's why I'm like, it's not necessarily that you may not be doing it because it's like, all right, um, you know, people were being rude, or people just weren't being good friends to you. I feel like you just kind of like, some of you also just need like a change in your friend group. Okay, maybe the friends that you have and or had or whatever, or like kind of where you are in terms of like your social life. Let's just put it that way. Where you are in terms of your social life, and like, I wouldn't even just say your social life actually. There's such an emphasis here on like friends. So it's not just like, oh, you going out and like, talking to people. It's like really like people who you consider and call your friend. You have to do some shifting with that. Like, I just feel like you're called to shift that in some kind of way, because of the fact that like maybe you're not able to show up in the same ways that you were before, right? Like, or you need friends who are like more into the things that you're into now, or that kind of accommodate the lifestyle that you are trying to move into at this point. Because I kind of see like maybe you may be a little bit burnt out. Some of you may be burnt out. Some of you just kind of like maybe trying to take on a more quiet or a calm approach, or maybe y'all are trying to do more. Some of y'all are also trying to do more. It can go so many different ways. Like, some of y'all are trying to do more. Y'all are trying to experience other things, and maybe you need friends, or to come into a friend group or something of this sort, so that you can do more things, right? Like, if you wanted to take cooking classes or something like that, and you like, okay, I don't necessarily have friends who like to cook or to do certain things that I like to do. You may be trying to find friends who can do those things, right? You also may be looking for friends who can just be more supportive to like the day-to-day lifestyle. Okay, there's so many messages with this one. I called y'all shy at first, but I see why. Y'all were just kind of being gentle with me. But yeah, you may be looking for friends who are more accommodating to your like day-to-day life, right? Like, I'm the same way. Like, I have some friends that's like I see on special occasions, special events, you know what I'm saying? But then there are people that I have in my life that are more actively involved in just like, what am I eating today? What errands do I gotta run today? What work do I have to get done? I'm kind of, conversing with them on like more of like the situations that are going on in my life, like things that are happening at work, or like things that are happening with other relationships and things that I'm in. They're kind of more involved in just like the maintenance and the day-to-day, the itty-bitty steps in in the bigger picture of the world, right? And so you may be looking for friends like that. You may be in need of friends that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't always the I feel like for some of y'all, it's like y'all are spending too much money. That's how that wanted to come out. I'm gonna just say it that way, right? Like, trying to maintain certain friendships may just be costing you too much money or something like that. And you definitely need people that can just be with you through life, right? I'm gonna quote my friend Deja on this one, right? I think I'm gonna quote her, but I'm gonna quote her on this one. And something she said to me a while ago was like, we all going through this life, right? Like, we all going through the mud together, right? And so you may need friends that will not necessarily just, I'm not just saying like for the bad times, but I'm just saying like go through this life thing, be a partner to you in this life thing in whatever ways and whatever capacity makes sense for you and for them, right? But like that may be what you are looking for right now. You're looking for more friends like that, okay? You may find them like at your job if you have a place with like a lot of coworkers. That's just one part. But then I also wanted to add this on because this did come out, but I wanted to pause on this message. Some of you are also looking for friends because, well, okay, I hear two things with this. Some of you may be looking for friends because of just very shitty and or antagonizing friendships that you've had in the past, or that you have currently going on right now. Like, there just may be some like tension or some, I want to say ugliness. Like some of y'all friends are being very ugly to y'all, and I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, some of y'all friends are being very ugly to y'all. Or they're just kind of like not really your friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's one message that I hear with this. But then it's also for those of you who are actively seeking to make friends, just very be mindful. And I feel like mindfulness will come with um, one, having the right questions, or having kind of like the, not even necessarily questions that you ask out loud, right? But like having some discernment, right, as to who can really be involved in your life, and who is going to be beneficial in being in your life. And I don't want to say that in a way that like sets it up to be transactional, or that, like, you know what I'm saying, you just meeting people to see what you can get from them and what they can get from you, but like really recognizing who has the heart and the compassion, and like, the the heart for companionship, right? Or the heart for, to really be a friend in the moment. Because you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I would meet people, but I'd be like, we can't be friends because I don't have the space to be friends with you. I don't have the space to like really show up and care for you as a friend. For real. I say this all the time to myself, actually. And if you know me, I'd be like, I don't have room in my life for any more friends. I really don't. That, so maybe this message is for me too. But yeah, like, just being mindful of that, like who really has the desire to really be a friend in this moment, to really be friendly, and like, also as you are meeting people, right? Like, who do you have space? Because we got this with spoons, right? Honoring your capacity, prioritizing the necessities, and acknowledging your care needs. Also, thinking about what it is that, how you can be a friend to someone else and to the people that you meet as well, right? How you can be involved in their day to day, or whatever it is, that your friendship can achieve in being together. Wow. Okay, so chapter 2, pile 2. Those of you who chose this pumpkin, I really wish you well on your friendship seeking journey. Like, I really do. And if you just so happen to meet that friend, if you meet someone that you're clicking it with, and the feeling of friendship, that's one of my favorite things to like see in like anime, or like in books and TV shows. Like, it's like one of my like the best things in life, right? For me, at least, I think so. The power of friendship, it's so amazing. And the feeling of friendship, the feeling of bonding with someone and finding your kindred spirit, or finding, good companions for your life, is just so valuable, truly. And it feels so good. It really does feel so good. I'm thinking about all of my lovely friends and companions. It feels so good. And so I wish and pray and, send it out there for you, chapter 2, that you absolutely like find the friends that you are needing and are looking for at this time, that you have the capacity to be a friend and a good companion to the people that you decide to become friends with, and that, y'all decide to embark upon a friendship journey together. I pray that it goes super well for you. I pray that it is protected and loved and held, and that, it's a friendship that can really touch and change and transform and encourage the best of your life in all of the ways. In all of the ways. I just had to send that prayer off with you all. I had to send the prayer off with you all. Okay. So yeah. And please, like I said, if you stumble across that person, y'all are clicking, y'all are vibing, y'all are having good times, whatever the case may be, please feel free to share. Like I said, I love that storyline, and anything. I love that storyline. So please share with me. I will definitely read it. You can do so in the comment section, or you can do it in the strawberry letter. You can make it personal, and I will read it and share in that love with you. And or furthermore, if you would like some, like, because again, I believe in the power of friendships. And sometimes these friendships, like, just as a general, I think that relationship building in our current world can be so difficult sometimes. It really can be. And so if you're looking for, you know what I'm saying, if you would like some additional like cards pulled, if you would just be like, oh, I need some assistance with this, where can I meet people, like how can I meet people, if you want to go a bit deeper into this or ask any more specific questions, we can do that in a pay what you can, like with monies, or offer what you can. So whatever service or anything that you do, you can offer that, and we can do a 30-minute conversational, and we can go deeper into this so that you can have your friends, your friend group, even if they're current existing friends and you want to shift that a bit, and you're looking for like help on how to do that as well, so that you can prioritize your needs and have your care needs and their care needs like acknowledged and things like that, we can also do that there as well. I was trying to make it quick. Pile two, my goodness, I'm not there yet. Pile two. But honestly, this message deserved all of the yapping it did, because I love friends. I love y'all. I love y'all being and making friends, no matter how old you are, like no matter what. Continue to do that. But yes, anyway, pile two, that is all I have for you. I wish you well again, and until next time. All right, pile three, chapter three. Let me focus on my hands. Pile three, chapter three. Those of you who chose this lighter, like orangish yellow pumpkin with this brown shading and these black speckles, this is your stop. This is your pile. This is where you're going to get your really quick general diddy bops that you need at this time. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle off camera because I'm like positioned awkwardly. Okay, so chapter three, what are some general things that you need to know? Okay. Ooh, y'all are doing something. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to see. I didn't realize this card was on like this. Okay, so you got stovetop, cooking up something good, alchemy, active work, hard work soon paying off. And you got cake spatula for glamour, presentation, appearance, dressing to your best. But I'm gonna put this how it came out to me, which was colander was on top with sharing your knowledge, ideas, or thoughts with someone. And then silverware for use what you got to get what you need. Okay, so oddly enough, some of you might be thrift shoppers. Okay, thrift shoppers. And at the bottom, I just got called to look at it. It's home, comfort, safety, and belonging. You are being held through your circumstances. Okay, so you may be like, I don't know. I kind of get like either you're decorating a home, or you're changing up some things in your home, or you're working on your appearance in some kind of way. You may be changing up your wardrobe, changing up, you know, you may have cut your hair, or you're trying a new style in your hair, new color. You may be just looking for different clothing items and things to wear like that. And I just kind of hear, or you just may be very into fashion or just visual arts even, right? Because it doesn't have to be like wardrobe. It could also be like you could also be an artist, a visual artist of some kind, right? You may dance, you may rap, you may sing, you may be a content creator, like things like that. Okay, I know this is all crooked, but I'm trying to get through these. But you may be doing things like that. You may be an entertainer of some sorts, or you just may be working to be a public figure, right? Where people recognize you, recognize your name, recognize your face, things like that. You're trying to stand out a little bit more, things like that. Okay, I really hear content creator in a lot of this, like even if it's not necessarily dedicated to fashion, you just may be trying to like put yourself out there in some kind of way. You've been really kind of coming up with some ideas, thinking of some maybe funny skits, or maybe some really good content. You maybe have been doing some research on how to do content that you would like to do. You know what I'm saying? Upgrading your like editing skills, or like, you know, just thinking about how you can market your work, or publicize your work or publish it, your thoughts, your ideas, like all of those things. And I give you the advice, if you're not doing so already, to use what it is that you have to get what you need. Silverware is always a card that comes to me about resourcefulness. Sorry, I was looking at it. Something is bothering me over here with this card. But silverware and use what you got to get what you need is a card about resourcefulness, right? Like, you kind of may be thinking that, like, okay, you gotta go and buy all of these things, buy all of this equipment all at once, or you have to go, like, if you are doing your wardrobe, you gotta go do a huge haul somewhere. Because one, fuck that fashion, okay? But you don't have to do that. You can use what you got, switch it up, you know what I'm saying? Make something new out of something old. That's kind of why I started this message off with, like, some of you may be like thrifters, and if you're not, I would encourage you to get into it, right? Or get into like some antique mall stuff. This is like one of my favorite recommendations, my favorite, and this will kind of relate to bowl, home comfort, safety, and belonging. But if you know me, I use my like local neighborhoods Facebook Buy Nothing page like religiously, right? And it's a Facebook page where people just be giving away stuff, and it's in your neighborhood, so it's not like you have to travel very far to get it, or you have to pay for shipping and things like that. Like, if you have a car and things like that, like you can people will, like, post it, you put your bid in, if you're chosen, and if you're like the only interest or whatever. Typically what we do in my neighborhood is like they'll put it on the porch and you just go pick it up, right? Things like that. Like, I use that page religiously. I got a crock pot off of there. I got an espresso machine that I've been wanting for forever, but espresso machines are super expensive, and something that's like not necessary for me to pay for. But my little 3 months at Starbucks make me want some matcha lattes, and that espresso machine absolutely does that. And so that's just, I got a free espresso machine. I've gotten so much free stuff out of there, like, it's wild. But yes, using things like that, being resourceful. They have like pantries, and I don't know why I'm thinking of an auction. If you go auction off, like, what is that, storage? I'm thinking of that TV show, right? Where they go auction off storage rooms or something like that. But yeah, being resourceful in that way to, then help you to emphasize whatever public image or whatever news or whatever content that you're trying to create, whatever thing that you're trying to put out there. Using those things, you know what I'm saying, to help you get to where it is that you're trying to go in all of that. Again, I don't know why I hear it so clearly, like, you don't need to spend a lot of money, and you don't even need all of the things that you may think that you need in order to achieve this, right? And for some of you, that kind of may be blocking you, or that may be kind of like holding you back a bit more. And then you realize, because you may be so focused on getting all of the things together, that you're not necessarily using what you already have, and then just bringing your magic to it, because that's really the key. For real, like, bringing your magic to it and making a penny feel like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Really making like things pop, just because your essence and you yourself are so valuable that you can just make something plain just appear so like the best thing ever. Like, I just have to try that. I don't know why I'm thinking of like that damn onion boil trend on TikTok. Maybe because my cousin was just telling me about it yesterday. But yeah, making a dang on onion like look like the best thing in the world. Like, oh, I should make an onion boil. Like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I would say just use something like that in the meantime, and use what it is that you have going for yourself at the moment. And I feel like you're going to be very, very surprised at all of the ideas, at all of the you know, all of the creative things that may come with that, just because you're kind of more so using your creativity to make the things pop and make the things happen than, you know, the things, thinking that the things themselves will make you more noticeable or, you know, more recognizable or like, you know what I'm saying? Like those things, okay? Wow, pile 3, chapter 3. I wish you like the best in your content creation and whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like, listen, I'm right here with you. You see me on YouTube, okay? You see this. My face ain't in the camera, but like, you know, if you kind of look around, I'm out there. And that has been my work for the longest. So I wish you the greatest endeavor in that. And I hope that you just have more fun than not have fun. Yeah, and let me know about it. Drop your links and things in the comment section, and I really pray and I hope that, you know, I'll check it out. I'll see it. I'll look into it. And if you need more ideas, if you want to go deeper into some ideas, I got some things. I'll be having ideas out the wazoo, okay? You can definitely use me as a resource. And, you know, book that, pay what you can or offer what you can, you know, pay what you can with monies or offer what you can in services or little knickknacks or whatever. Be resourceful with me, and I can be resourceful with you, pile 3, so that, you know, we can make all of the things happen and you can get to where you're going and I can get to where I'm going, and we can be like good and comforted and all of those things in the process, okay? All right, chapter 3, that's all I have for you today. I wish you well again, and until next time.